How can pornography use become problematic? While enjoying graphic sexual content is normal, excessive consumption, particularly internet pornography, can lead to unexpected effects due to its impact on the brain. The brain's reward system, designed to reinforce beneficial behaviors, can become hijacked by the constant stimulation of novel sexual imagery available online. This can lead to a state of hyperarousal where immediate gratification takes precedence over long-term desires. What are some signs that my porn use might be problematic? If you experience difficulty achieving climax during sex, unreliable erections, a decreased attraction to real-life partners, or find yourself escalating to more extreme or disturbing content, these could be signs of a problem. It's important to note that these issues may be attributed to other factors, but if you're concerned, it's worth exploring further. Can internet pornography really be addictive? While not everyone who uses pornography develops an addiction, for some it can become problematic. The brain's plasticity, its ability to rewire itself based on experiences, means that repeated exposure to highly stimulating content like internet pornography can create powerful neural pathways. These pathways can lead to compulsive behaviors and cravings similar to those observed in substance addiction. I think I might have a problem. What can I do? The first step is acknowledging the issue and seeking help. You are not alone, and many resources are available to support you. Consider consulting a therapist specializing in addiction or sexual health. Additionally, connecting with online communities or support groups can provide valuable insights and a sense of community. How is internet pornography different from traditional pornography? The accessibility, affordability, anonymity, and novelty of internet pornography differentiate it from traditional forms. These factors contribute to its potential for creating compulsive behaviors. The constant availability of new and stimulating content caters to the brain's natural desire for novelty, making it harder to disengage. What are the long-term effects of excessive pornography consumption? Chronic overconsumption of internet pornography can lead to changes in the brain that affect sexual function and desire. Many users report experiencing difficulty achieving or maintaining erections, delayed ejaculation, anorgasmia, and a diminished libido specifically with real-life partners. Can these porn-induced changes in the brain be reversed? The brain's plasticity offers hope for recovery. By abstaining from or reducing pornography consumption, the brain can begin to rewire itself. This process takes time and effort but is achievable. Combining abstinence with therapy and lifestyle changes that promote healthy sexuality and relationships can facilitate recovery. How can I tell if my sexual performance issues are related to anxiety or pornography use? To determine if your issues stem from performance anxiety or porn use, try this. 1. Consult a urologist to rule out medical issues. 2. Masturbate to your preferred pornography. 3. Masturbate without pornography or fantasizing about it. Compare the quality of erections and time to climax in both scenarios. This comparison can offer insights into the root cause of your difficulties and guide your next steps. What is porn-induced ED, and how is it related to internet pornography? Porn-induced ED refers to erectile dysfunction that is believed to be caused by excessive internet pornography use. The theory is that constant exposure to highly stimulating sexual content can desensitize the brain's reward system, making it difficult to achieve and maintain erections during real-life sexual encounters. This differs from ED caused by other factors like age or health conditions. How is today's internet pornography different from previous forms of pornography? Internet pornography, especially on tube sites, offers an unprecedented level of accessibility, affordability, anonymity, and variety. The constant stream of novel and extreme content can be highly stimulating, leading to overconsumption and potentially altering brain pathways related to sexual arousal. This differs from previous forms of pornography like magazines or videos, which had limited novelty and accessibility. What is the flatline phenomenon reported by some people who quit watching porn? The flatline is a period of significantly reduced libido and sexual responsiveness experienced by some individuals after quitting porn. This temporary phase can last for weeks or even months and is often accompanied by anxiety and fear of permanent impotence. It's thought to be a withdrawal symptom as the brain readjusts to a lack of hyperstimulation from porn. How can internet pornography use affect sexual tastes and preferences? Constant exposure to a wide array of pornographic content, particularly during adolescence when the brain is highly malleable, can lead to the development of new and sometimes unexpected sexual tastes. This can be due to both the brain seeking novelty and a desire for more intense stimulation to achieve the same level of arousal. What is HOCD, homosexual obsessive compulsive disorder, and how is it linked to porn use? HOCD is a form of OCD where individuals experience intrusive, unwanted thoughts and anxiety about their sexual orientation. While not limited to porn users, some who experience HOCD report that their anxiety stems from escalating their porn use to genres that challenge their perceived sexual identity, leading to distress and confusion. Why do some people who quit porn report improvements in social anxiety and self-esteem? Some individuals find that their social anxiety decreases and self-esteem improves after quitting porn. This could be because excessive porn use may hijack brain pathways responsible for finding social interaction rewarding, leading to difficulty connecting with real partners. Reducing porn use might allow these pathways to recover and strengthen. Can internet pornography use affect concentration and cognitive function? Some individuals who quit porn report improved concentration, memory, and reduced brain fog. This aligns with research on internet addiction, which suggests excessive use can negatively impact cognitive function. It is believed that reducing internet pornography use may help restore brain regions associated with these cognitive abilities. If someone is concerned about their internet pornography use, what can they do? If you are concerned about your internet pornography use and its effects on your life, consider taking a break or significantly reducing your consumption. Explore resources like NOFAP and seek support from online forums or mental health professionals experienced in internet addiction and compulsive sexual behavior. What is the Coolidge effect, and how does it relate to internet porn? The Coolidge effect describes the biological phenomenon observed in mammals, where males exhibit renewed sexual interest when introduced to a new female, even after losing interest in a previous, still available female. This effect highlights the power of sexual novelty in driving behavior, likely due to the dopamine rush associated with it. Internet porn offers seemingly limitless novelty, new faces, bodies, scenes, and sexual acts available at a click, making it particularly compelling to the reward circuitry in the brain. How does dopamine influence our experience with porn? Dopamine is a neurochemical often called the motivation molecule. It's released in anticipation of pleasure and motivates us to pursue rewards necessary for survival, including food and sex. Novelty is a powerful trigger for dopamine release. Internet porn, with its endless stream of novel sexual stimuli, can trigger significant dopamine surges, potentially more so than real-life experiences. This can lead to a cycle of seeking more dopamine hits through increased porn use. What are supernormal stimuli, and how do they apply to internet porn? Supernormal stimuli are exaggerated versions of normal stimuli that hijack our instincts, triggering a stronger response than their natural counterparts. Think of junk food. It's engineered to be hyper-palatable, triggering a greater dopamine response than natural, healthier foods. Similarly, internet porn offers a supernormal stimulus in the form of constant novelty, artificially enhanced features, and unrealistic scenarios. This can make it more compelling than real-life partners, interfering with natural sexual development and potentially leading to addiction. Can internet porn use lead to sexual conditioning? Yes, frequent internet porn use can lead to unconscious sexual conditioning. While conscious learning involves understanding the difference between porn and real sex, unconscious conditioning shapes what our brain finds arousing. Repeated exposure to internet porn can wire our sexual excitement to the content, format, and delivery system of porn, potentially leading to the development of unexpected or unwanted fetishes, difficulty getting aroused without porn, and a preference for voyeurism over real-life intimacy. Is internet porn addiction a real addiction? Yes, addiction specialists recognize both behavioral and substance addictions as fundamentally one disorder, affecting the same brain mechanisms. Like substance addictions, internet porn addiction involves the same core brain changes, including desensitization needing more stimulation for the same effect, sensitization intense cravings triggered by cues, hyperfrontality weakened willpower, and dysfunctional stress circuits turning to the addiction to cope with stress. What are some common signs and symptoms of internet porn addiction? Common signs and symptoms of internet porn addiction can include using porn despite negative consequences, experiencing cravings and urges, difficulty controlling or stopping porn use, escalation to more extreme content, neglecting other interests and responsibilities, experiencing withdrawal symptoms, for example, insomnia, anxiety, irritability when attempting to stop, and developing sexual dysfunctions, for example, erectile dysfunction, difficulty climaxing with a partner. Can quitting porn improve mental and physical health? Many individuals report significant improvements in mental and physical health after quitting porn. These improvements may include better mood, reduced anxiety and depression, improved focus and concentration, increased motivation and energy, improved social interactions and relationships, and resolution of porn-induced sexual dysfunctions. However, it's essential to note that self-reported experiences don't replace professional medical advice. What should I do if I'm concerned about my internet porn use? If you are concerned about your internet porn use, seeking professional help is a good first step. A therapist specializing in addiction or sexual health can provide support, guidance, and evidence-based treatment options. You can also find valuable information and support from online resources dedicated to internet porn addiction recovery. Remember, you're not alone, and seeking help is a sign of strength and self-awareness. What is rebooting, and why should I consider it? Rebooting is the process of giving your brain a break from all artificial sexual stimulation, including pornography, porn fantasy, and porn substitutes, for an extended period. This practice aims to restore the sensitivity of your brain's reward circuitry, enabling you to enjoy everyday pleasures again. Reduce the intensity of cravings and the gotta have it pathways in the brain established through excessive porn use. Re-establish willpower and strengthen the brain's frontal lobes, responsible for decision-making and impulse control. Diminish the impact of stress, which can trigger cravings. Rebooting allows your brain to return to a more natural state of sensitivity and potentially reverse negative effects associated with excessive porn consumption, such as erectile dysfunction, difficulty connecting with real partners, and mood swings. How long does a reboot typically take? There is no fixed duration for a reboot. The required time varies depending on individual factors like the severity of porn-related issues, brain response, and personal goals. Some individuals may see significant improvements within weeks, while others might need several months or longer. The key is to be patient, consistent, and adjust your approach as needed. What are some common challenges during rebooting, and how can I overcome them? Withdrawal. Quitting porn can lead to physical and psychological withdrawal symptoms, including intense cravings, mood swings, insomnia, anxiety, and even flu-like symptoms. These usually subside within a few weeks. Strategies for coping include exercise, mindfulness, social support, and healthy distractions. Flatline. Some, particularly those with porn-induced erectile dysfunction, experience a flatline, a period of drastically reduced libido and erectile function. This is a temporary phase, often lasting several weeks, and signifies the brain recalibrating its reward system. Triggers. Triggers are stimuli that evoke cravings and urges. Common triggers include stress, boredom, loneliness, specific locations, or even seemingly unrelated things like seeing a suggestive image. Identifying your triggers and developing coping strategies like avoiding them, engaging in alternative activities, or using mindfulness techniques is crucial. Chaser effect. This refers to heightened cravings and urges following orgasm, sometimes leading to relapse. Understanding this phenomenon and employing strategies like avoiding edging, engaging in fulfilling activities post-orgasm, and seeking support can help manage the chaser effect. What are some helpful tips for a successful reboot? Support. Joining online communities or forums where others share their rebooting experiences can provide invaluable support, encouragement, and practical advice. Journaling. Keeping a journal helps track progress, identify triggers, understand personal patterns, and provides an outlet for emotions. Exercise. Regular physical activity is vital for managing withdrawal symptoms, reducing stress, improving mood, and boosting overall well-being. Mindfulness. Practices like meditation can enhance self-awareness, improve emotional regulation, and strengthen impulse control, making it easier to manage cravings. Healthy lifestyle. Prioritizing sleep, a nutritious diet, hydration, and stress-reducing activities contributes significantly to brain health and supports the rebooting process. What is the role of fantasy during a reboot? Fantasizing about pornographic content can be counterproductive, especially early on, as it reinforces the same neural pathways associated with porn addiction. While avoiding all sexual fantasy is generally recommended during the initial stages, some individuals may eventually find it beneficial to engage in realistic fantasies involving potential real-life partners, as this can help rewire the brain towards genuine intimacy. Can I still masturbate during a reboot? While the primary goal is to abstain from pornography, the approach to masturbation during a reboot can vary. Some individuals find that complete abstinence from all sexual activity, including masturbation, is most effective in the early stages, allowing for a more complete reset of their brain's reward system. However, others choose to masturbate without porn, focusing on sensual touch and internal sensations rather than external stimuli. The key is to be mindful of how masturbation affects you. If it triggers intense cravings, leads to edging, or reinforces reliance on fantasy, it might be best to abstain entirely during the initial rebooting phase. How can I know if my sexual interests are influenced by porn? Determining whether specific interests are genuinely yours or influenced by porn can be complex. Rebooting allows for a period of self-discovery where you can observe changes in your desires and attractions as your brain returns to a more natural sensitivity. If certain interests diminish or disappear after a sustained period of abstinence from porn, it suggests they might have been heavily influenced by it. What can I do if I experience a relapse? A relapse, while discouraging, is not a failure. It's an opportunity to learn from the experience, identify triggers, and refine your approach. Analyze what led to the relapse, reinforce your motivation for quitting, forgive yourself, and recommit to your goals. Remember, the journey to overcoming compulsive behaviors is rarely linear, and setbacks are a natural part of the process. Is internet pornography addictive? While more research is needed to reach a definitive consensus, evidence suggests that internet pornography can be addictive for some individuals. Just like with addictive substances, internet pornography can trigger the release of dopamine in the brain, leading to cravings and compulsive use. Furthermore, studies on internet addiction in general have shown that stopping internet use can reverse addiction-related brain changes and symptoms. These findings are consistent with thousands of self-reports in online forums dedicated to internet pornography recovery. Why is it taking so long for experts to agree on the effects of internet porn? There are several reasons why a consensus on the effects of internet pornography is still under debate. Ethical limitations. It is unethical to conduct studies where one group is exposed to years of internet pornography, while another group is kept as porn virgins. This makes it difficult to establish definitive causation between porn use and specific effects. Rapid evolution of internet porn. The widespread availability of high-speed internet pornography is a relatively recent phenomenon, around 15-20 years. Scientific research takes time, and studies on the long-term effects of internet porn are still in their early stages. Industry influence and misinformation. Similar to the tobacco industry, there might be resistance from the pornography industry to acknowledge potential harms associated with its products. This can create confusion and slow down the dissemination of accurate information. What are some potential negative effects of internet pornography use? While not everyone who watches pornography will experience negative effects, some users report the following. Sexual dysfunctions. Some individuals experience erectile dysfunction, delayed ejaculation, or difficulty achieving orgasm with a real-life partner after prolonged internet porn use. Escalating tastes and fetishes. The constant availability of novel and extreme content can lead users to seek out increasingly stimulating material, potentially leading to the development of unusual or unwanted fetishes. Relationship issues. Pornography consumption can contribute to unrealistic expectations of partners, dissatisfaction in relationships, and difficulty connecting intimately. Mental health concerns. Some studies show a correlation between internet pornography use and increased feelings of anxiety, depression, and social isolation. Why is internet porn different from other forms of erotic material? Internet pornography differs significantly from traditional erotic material like magazines due to accessibility and affordability. Internet porn is readily available 24/7, requiring minimal effort to access a vast library of content, often for free. Novelty and variety. Streaming services provide an endless stream of novel erotic content, making it easier for users to maintain a constant state of dopamine release. This constant novelty can be highly reinforcing and potentially addictive. Anonymity and privacy. Internet pornography allows users to consume content privately, potentially contributing to shame and secrecy surrounding their viewing habits. If I'm concerned about my internet porn use, what can I do? If you're concerned about your internet pornography use, consider the following steps. Take a break. Try abstaining from internet pornography for a set period and monitor any changes in your mood, relationships, or sexual experiences. Seek professional help. If you're struggling to control your pornography use or experiencing negative consequences, consult a therapist or counselor specializing in addiction or sexual health. Join a support group. Online forums and support groups offer a safe and anonymous space to connect with others who share similar concerns and seek guidance. Is all internet pornography harmful? While the effects of internet pornography can vary greatly from person to person, it's crucial to remember that any activity involving excessive consumption and potential for addiction carries risks. Focusing on classifying porn as good or bad based on content can be misleading and detract from the core issue of how the brain responds to excessive stimulation. What type of education is needed regarding internet pornography? Education about internet pornography should move beyond simplistic notions of good versus bad content and focus on brain science. Teach individuals of all ages about the brain's reward system, how it can be affected by excessive stimulation, and the potential for addiction with internet pornography use. Critical thinking. Encourage users to critically evaluate the messages and potential impact of pornography on their perceptions of sex, relationships, and body image. Healthy sexuality. Provide comprehensive sex education that promotes respect, consent, and realistic expectations in relationships, contrasting with often distorted portrayals found in pornography. How can I protect children and adolescents from the potential harms of internet pornography? Protecting young people from potential harms requires open communication and age-appropriate education. Start conversations early. Talk to children about pornography and its potential risks as soon as they have access to the internet. Set healthy boundaries. Establish clear guidelines for internet use, including time limits and content restrictions. Utilize parental control software and monitor online activities. Educate about media literacy. Teach young people to critically evaluate media messages, including those found in pornography, and to recognize the difference between fantasy and reality.